Prepare for battle.
We are back. Among Us versus Boom. Game number 1, lower bracket finals. And Among Us going for a very Among Us draft. These are not particularly meta heroes between the Bounty Hunter and the Legion Commander, but it's comfort. And if in a 3-game series, if you can win game 1 with comfort, you've got yourself in a good position to move forward.
Yeah, they feel like the team that's drafting based on their pub games. These guys are primarily playing pubs. They're not screwing together. They're not boot camping. They're just busting out the pubs, and March is like, man, love me some Bounty. This hero is so much fun to play in pubs. Pro got inYourdreaM saying, yeah, man, Troll Warlord, I like hidden creeps. Everyone's just, you know, having a good time. And they're winning games. They're in the top 3 here, you know?
30 seconds to
the talent on this team is somewhat unmatched in the region, although I mean, I think there's some other teams who could make a case as far as individual talent goes, but that is what's kind of carrying Among Us through this tournament so far. Yeah,
and overall competitive experience, I would say. Most of these other teams like have not had that much LAN exposure compared to the players on Among Us.
Even a team like Boom that's been to a couple of different LANs, it's not been like a perennial consistent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get to maybe one minor or major a year, and it's usually they'll get eliminated fairly early on, unfortunately. So you don't actually get that much experience. It's probably just like TNC, who's had the proper LAN experience in SEA.
Yeah. Yeah, with Fnatic missing, it's pretty much just TNC and the Among Us players. But that's why we're excited to see this new blood rise to the top. Yo, motivate trust on LAN? I'd be super hyped to see that.
That'd be great.
They do have a coach with a lot of LAN experience.
That is true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kells has been around for a long, long time.
Love that.
It's all skill-based in the Spirit mid lane. It's so funny.
Now we get to see Makoto on a non-DK hero.
Hype.
my way.
See that as well. And
Kescu says, thank you very much. It's always the melee heroes who feed their couriers.
It's true. It's so bizarre that like, how do you lose it to a clockwork? He just comes up and punches it. Regardless, body blocking that camp. March will do that, so that way it can't get any side pull action on, and already Abed.
Oh, whoa, his ward is lying around there. Kodo did not get vision of it.
I think it's probably pretty hard to get vision in there.
Yeah.
Wonder when
he eats a tree now.
Yeah, if he eats that one more tree, he will definitely be able to see it, but yeah, he's going to be a little bit careful. Maybe Abed's trying to bait the ward.
Yeah, but its slots are all full though, so usually you do that like if your inventory has a vacant slot, but...
Interesting. I'm curious what it is they end up doing with it. Maybe he forgot about it. You never know. Possibility. Kescute getting some good damage there on the Zephyr. And Cuckoo, just a little bit of a brawling type of lane. Never keeps on hitting those stuns. Harassing back. Yeah.
Alright, he found it. Places it. Kodo.
I don't believe Makoto's his ward was a bit too far away.
Crush. The damage there onto inYourdreaM. They get first blood. And he doesn't die!
I had the leap, but I mean, you'd be leaping into a very difficult spot where you can get juked with those trees, so I don't blame him not going for it.
And March donates a salve to the Troll Warlord fund, so no need for March to feed himself quite yet. But I'm sure that time is coming soon.
All right.
March getting some good XP there. Like, a lot of times you end up with a bounty hunter that's like level 3 or something at like 8 minutes, and then you just like are stuck doing nothing for a really long time. As I say that, March is gonna die.
Calculated.
It's per usual.
Yeah, knowing March, it is the I'm gonna run into them to just reset my health and get some items for my, basically have some more salves.
Yeah, I'm going to be a courier now.
Yep.
Actually, may even go mid to if Abed has his bottle also, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit from March.
Oh, he does have an empty bottle. So, probably waiting for this wave to go away.
He might bring Abed his items as well, potentially. It doesn't look like he's got anything to bring out, but... Okay. Well, for Abed, he's going to be looking for that 4-minute power rune, as will the Ember Spirit, I imagine. We'll see if some support rotations start happening for it. Already getting aggressive.
Following the Mirana around.
Yeah, I guess.
He has boots
Yeah,
already.
he's just looking to steal some gold, you know.
Wow.
He's like, I'll take your money.
I'll win this fight also. I'll dodge your arrows.
Yeah.
And now she can't contest the 4-minute runes easily.
She does have a salve, but yeah, without the arrow, this gets way harder. Makoto's incredibly low here. Does have a salve, but he's going to start getting pressured here. Does get the salve off March's boots, though.
And chased. Oh, man, this kill is going to be huge if they can get it.
March has it for sure. He's got boots.
Unreal.
Abed, though, okay. There may be the revenge kill. Abed bit off a bit more than he can chew there. And hey, the bounty runes, the regen runes just chilling top.
Yeah.
All that for no room.
Ember's going to respawn first, so likely Zephyr will just take it. But
yeah.
Still, March getting a lot done on this bounty.
This is really crazy. Like, how many levels he's going to have? Dream turn against FBZ. And, like, that's the thing, right? March leaves for so long, FBZ not able to put that much additional pressure on to inYourdreaM. He's still fine in this because of control.
Going for any early Trukin point. It is a somewhat valued point, level 1, with a damage output.
175 or something.
5 for the bounty rune. Zephyr does hit the LSA and also uses it before the bounty runes spawn, but he's just looking to hold his ground and fight. But Clockwork will
gets
win
it.
the battle. Will he pay for this with his life, though? Still just a level 4 Legion, but...
Courier. Cuckoo got it killed again. That would have been hilarious.
Stuff so far, at least for Among Us.
Both teams, yeah, being very active here, I'd say, on both sides.
And out again. A little bit wary.
Radiant's middle tower is
So
under
too does
attack.
Hyde, actually.
Yeah, getting that sentry ward killed means that they never really know where Bounty Hunter is. And Tranquil Boots not completed for March.
I bet
385 move speed.
Oh no, we didn't get the Janata hit off.
Yeah, his invis timed out.
Yeah. He's looking... He'd already primed the bash on FBZ, that's why he was going for inYourdreaM, and found March instead, which... See here, Boom winning the kind of regen battle. They get a lot of damage out without taking any themselves, which is forcing March and play somewhat defensively.
But it really isn't all that much kill potential. It's much more just like Troll gain this farm, and he's absolutely on it right now. 38 and 12 compared to 19 and 1.
Even all 3 cores of Among Us. I was about to say EG just because Abed's on the screen. Every time I see like a player name, I'm like, oh, Geek Fam or EG. Oh,
that's right.
what's their team name again? They do kill March bottom. Yeah, all 3 of their cores doing well. Legion had like 15 denies in the top lane, so.
Agents of the Void.
Zephyr turn does have the point in Fiery Souls to help give him some extra attack speed and back off.
These support levels are going to be really important. You just take a look at it, like level 4 on both the Bounty, the Lina. You're a little bit behind on Boom supports. Those heroes do a lot. Like once Track's online, Laguna Blade with playing together with Cuckoo, not going to be safe.
Move does have that Shuriken point now. Have they got the damage for this? I don't think so. And yeah, March says hello.
That was a very blase ward.
I think he hit it well, you know. He didn't do the like turn around and then turn back around where it's like incredibly obvious. It was like while he was attacking.
But usually, like, I click on people's inventories when they show up out of nowhere, and Bounty Hunter showed up out of nowhere.
I'm not sure, because he started out hitting him, so like your natural inclination is going to be to walk back, right? Like, so
I guess
if he just wants to place that ward there, he comes out of invis, and it has it.
Oh, almost cancels.
Yeah, I think your first instinct is just to right-click back to your tower to run away. Does seem safe for now, that ward. Ember, top of the net worth by a small margin. Go for the regen route and grab it. Tanks the remnant. March is gonna be okay. Gotta be careful. The sentry really nicely placed. A bit lucky, you could say, but out of range, so they still have protection in that mid lane.
Now, level 6.
Still the Juliet, but he's holding onto a skill point.
ward up there is going to be really nice for scouting out when either inYourdreaM or Cuckoo heads back to the jungle to try and farm up a bit.
Yeah, but I think they saw Mirana place it because they have their own Radiant wards to the right of it.
Who knows they're here? Imagine they may be trying to bait this one and TP in with the Void Spirit. Or are they just going to leave Cuckoo to die? Cuckoo. Rest of the attack comes out. March. The Void Spirit's still not rotating here.
Yeah, this seems like an easy challenge.
I think there's a fight in mid lane. But they're going to give up the kill here as... Yeah, Abed... They went on Hezcute, it looks like, who survived and then just salved up. Got raindrops, stick charges. He's actually not an easy kill despite being a 5 position.
For having full vision right there, that's got to be really frustrating. They do get the D ward as well.
I imagine Cuckoo was expecting, yeah, the Void Spirit to be able to TP in there to either at least get some counter kills.
Well, he's coming back and like, all right, I'm going to refill your bottle, but next time get over there.
The 2 carries is where we see the biggest, I think, difference right now. Full 1,000 net worth plus advantage for the Troll Warlord, who had a much better laning stage in Spectre. Under quite a bit of pressure up here.
Middle tower is under attack.
It's going for a very like fight right now type of build in a way, like double, or rather just sort of he can exert his influence right now. The double Wraith Bands and the phase boots. It's not like a Battle Fury rush or something. But March is going to get caught here and taunt up afterwards. But March,
he's not going to be able to reality back.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think they wanted to make
I don't think
this
he
push.
wanted to be top lane. You know, you talk about how sometimes you use the Haunt just to get to a lane you'd rather be in. I feel like Spectre wanted to get to this bottom lane.
No.
This top lane has 4 Radiant heroes there now. It could have fallen back to the jungle, but even that is dangerous. There's a very aggressive Radiant ward in that dire jungle. So this bottom lane and bottom jungle, we'll probably see Dreamercell start farming Ancients once the Blade Mail's up.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Coming in from March. Like, he's hoping he just doesn't get scouted here. Very early level 6.
Bounty.
So have it for Zephyr. Probably still need some type of initiate. Oh no, March.
Clockwork get on top, not level 6.
But I think that they're going to need some type of like. This could be one of those games where you actually do want to rush a blink onto Legion. I feel like oftentimes we see something else beforehand, but like there's so much burst damage in the supports, it could be cool.
Yeah, and your supports don't initiate or front side. It's really just Abed who has initiation. So I think having a Legion who can kind of cover that gap makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, especially with track potential. It's always nice to fish for as many kills as possible.
Getting some good info, gets out. So it's being bullied out of the bottom lane now, so not having much fun wherever he goes. But luckily for him, he's got the Iron Talon.
Such a limited imagination.
Okay.
She gets the last hit anyway.
That was really interesting.
This Iron Talon has salvaged Spectre's game, I feel.
Yes.
Because having it before Blade Mail means you can actually start farming Ancients and these jungle stacks way more efficiently. Huge difference for Dreamercell, who I feel like it's going to give him an extra like 500 plus net worth this early on that he would otherwise have struggled to maybe get.
Yeah, I can believe
We're going to be caught. Another track here, but it's just going to be a quick and easy kill on the position 4. Still a very slight lead for Among Us. Looks like he's going to be going for drums on.
Will be the Battle Fury Troll now after the kind of early game aggressive items you mentioned. Looking to just keep up and stay ahead of Spectre. Imagine it'll probably be some time before Spectre catches up to the Troll, if ever.
Hey,
Ooh,
that.
they're playing for the late game.
Fine, Cuckoo.
They can kill Cuckoo. Yeah,
it. Not easy. And it's only a Yule's on the Ember Spirit, which I'm guessing is what, for track purging?
Yeah.
Because there are, I don't think there are, like, I don't anticipate anyone getting an Orchid anytime soon. Ags is usually not the first item for Abed's Void Spirit, so...
I think it's also cool for the Troll. He's... Nice part of it, at least.
I can see a lot of value for Yules. It's good against the duel as well. Like, it is a good Yules game.
But on your mid?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the question.
I'm not sure who else buys it. The Mirana, I guess, but that could take some time if you're getting the Spirit Vessel first. And ultimately, Ember doesn't mind the stats and the amount of regen you get out of it. Will be an early drums on Cuckoo. No Blink Dagger. I do feel like the Blink would have been really good. I like that idea Luck gave. That initiation.
Arrow afterwards, they'll follow up. There.
It does feel like Boom, it's kind of hard for them to make plays right now. Maybe with Haunt they can, but they just kind of lack damage. You've gone for, you have a Spectre, you have a Midas Slardar. They've got level 6 on Clockwork, so they've got a lot of long-range initiation potential with the hook shot into Searing Chains, arrows. Alright, gonna tank this one gang.
Dire's top tower.
Good outcome for Among Us, that's it.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower
Gonna try
is
to
under
fight
attack.
this. A little bold. Everybody's over in the area. Still have
Radiant's courier
chase
has
down
been
if they
killed.
need it.
Courier snipe.
Dead. The Yule Scepter. Immediate setup afterwards. Zephyr gets the kill, and well, they didn't manage to find the duel, but they definitely took down that Mirana.
That was a kill streak too, so a bit of extra gold. All for a courier, which probably got about 250, 300 gold for the Dire team.
Dire's
Split
middle
between them.
tower is under attack.
My
And
path
then bounty runes being claimed. Looks like 3 going the way of...
So what do you guys think about this? Because like right now, if I'm Among Us, I kind of feel like they need to be staying really active. You're up against Slardar Midas and then like Ember Spectre in the late game.
And you have a bounty hunter.
Right.
Not getting track kills.
Like, I'm a little bit concerned if I'm Among Us. Granted, you do have this like troll that's Battle Fury relative free farm.
I think you know your Troll's ahead of Spectre, and it's going to just continue to be ahead of Spectre. But I would rather see them with like that Blink Legion hunting for kills, playing aggressive. That makes more sense to me, particularly when, like you say, the Slaughter Midas, like FPZ. He's going to use that Midas to try to get some batches out here, and Abed goes down.
Not able to save him in time. Troll just going to pop ulti, immediately Yule's up. Duel afterwards, trying to bring him down in time. They do manage to find that kill. So Troll showing his stuff early on here. They got tracks all up and around. And Rooted, another press the attack. Played there. Light Strike Ray, Laguna Blade, trying to turn this back around. All these duel victories, or rather track kills, are going to be huge if they can secure a few more of them.
I don't know if they have answers for Makoto here. Gets a nice boost Searing Chains. That was perfect.
Oh my goodness.
There's no answers for this Ember. Makoto's shown up at the perfect time to clean up. Cuckoo probably still has to press the attack here for the Searing Chains, but... Okay, there we go, but there's just...
Ooh, arrow tanked by a neutral creep.
And with the Void Spirit respawn, they don't want to overcommit.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower
Abed
is
will
under
keep it.
attack.
I need to see a fight recap for that. I don't know who came out in terms of gold. Dire, as there's another Yule setup actually.
Should be fine. If it's still full health here, Makoto's just going to turn and dish out some damage himself.
If they're not careful, they might lose more here. The track
Yeah.
wears off.
I think Makoto's just kind of baiting them.
They're actually just killing it.
So many Yules is going on constantly.
He can set up the Mirana arrows.
Abed jumps in, tries to make something happen. It's not going to be there. March? That was
just playing it.
trouble. Dude.
Oh, that's right.
They still might dive it.
Dire's middle
FPZ's
tower
ready to go.
Arrow.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They can still just chase him down. Yeah, Makoto is absolutely wrecking face right here.
Yeah, Troll's like, guys, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go hit some creeps, hit some towers, do Troll things.
Makoto was like 3rd or 4th net worth before that all happened.
Yeah.
And now he's topping it with a 4K swing. And yeah, what level is this Ember Spirit now? Because Troll is 13, Ember Spirit's 14.
And Abed, that really sets back his game. He was kind of the big loser, I feel like, of those fights. He died twice, kind of kept getting baited by Makoto, didn't ever really have the follow-up damage.
I'm a believer in this Yules now. I think I agree that the setup for the Mirana and just the interference it causes for Among Us' team fight is just...
Well, in the mana regen. I don't think he can do that if he didn't have all that mana regen.
Yeah, increases his mana pool as well. It seemed amazing in that fight. And just when you use your Slide Searing Chains combo, if you get Ghana, you can use it defensively to buy time for the cooldown of Sleight of Fist. There's a lot of value.
They need to duel him. They've got to find Makoto.
Yeah.
Kill him
Radiant's top
afterwards
tower
as well.
is under
I didn't
attack.
make that clear.
Oh, that's what happens.
Yeah, you need to do that because this guy is he's a monster. He's
He's got the
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom, yeah. I mean, he probably saw that last one. He's like, man, imagine if I had a Maelstrom, how much damage I would have done. I want to do some damage output stat padding here.
I mean, there are a lot of melee cores. There's a 4 melee team with Alina in the back, so
The prize is mine.
a lot of lightning damage.
Slaughter with a blink now. This Midas has not been punished at all, and we're going to see this Slaughter here that often falls off in terms of net worth just by nature of the hero not having good farming tools and being able to clear waves. Stay very relevant throughout the entire game because of the Midas.
Yeah, we saw KP go for that Mask of Madness Slardar in another game, so it seems like players are trying to figure out how to compensate for Slardar's lack of farming potential.
Yeah. And one of those offlaners, it's not just like a farming item, it actually does, you have skills that benefit from the attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you always want to go minus on these cores that benefit from the attacks, like the Void and stuff.
Jump in, finds one. That's a dual kill. Can they get any more afterwards? Zephyr very low. Makoto Void comes out. They take down FBZ. Makoto still strong in the midst of all of them. They taunt and pull back in. Can they get the kill?
Got a Remnant now.
Wolves tries to run. Sleight of Fist doing a lot of damage and manages to Remnant away. At least
so
for
slow.
now, Makoto looks like he's going to be okay, maybe. Taunt pulls him back in. There's a huge kill if they can get it. Makoto tries to slide dodge and
dodged
jumps
it.
into the side.
He's
and
still
he's
okay.
living.
He's got slide up in 1 second.
Are you freaking kidding me right now? Yule Scepter, does he have another one afterwards? Sleight of Fist dodge, another Yule's. Try to keep him alive. Kescue moves in. It's not enough. He goes down in the end, but they beat the rest of the team, and Kescue follows up with a
Yeah,
death.
they end up kind of chain feeding to try save the Ember.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're probably like, Makoto, he's our leader. He's the boss Ember Spirit who's unkillable. We got to go in and save him. But in the end, they give up Clockwork and Spectre as well. Among Us with a huge bounce back. This game an absolute roller coaster.
then like that
Yeah.
troll.
Back to the status quo, you know? Okay.
So it started off with the duel coming off onto the Clockwork?
I think it was Slaughter. I think
Slardar got duel.
Yeah.
Clockwork tried to interfere
died,
with it, yeah.
And then Slaughter was the one getting dueled.
I'm not sure how Cuckoo got that without a blink dagger or anything. I don't know how he got the duel onto Slardar.
He's fast.
It was a super chaotic fight. Maybe Slaughter just blink crushed in, and
Yeah, that may have
I
been
think he
it.
just turned and said, "Okay, I'll just duel you."
He's also used 4 drum charges already on Cuckoo.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. You got to use them.
I think it's worth it to buy those back. I feel like they provide a lot of value in these skirmishy moments.
Dyer's top tower is
Just
under
get the
attack.
one recipe.
Yeah, I've seen supports do that. I think on a
Yeah,
core.
if you're a 5, then maybe.
Yeah.
The drum is also rarely built on 5 these days.
Wow. Solar Crest is done.
I gotta imagine they're going to contest this one. Spectre does not have Haunt, though, and is sitting in the bottom lane currently.
Scout things out. Ready to go.
For the steal, but yeah, March is going to foil that plan.
Duel afterwards. If they're not
just-
careful.
I suppose Cuckoo's not just killing the cogs and...
Radiant's
Didn't go for a hook shot out.
fortified.
Got to try hook to some neutrals or something there.
Ronan could have also, I guess, with the track.
Abed went for the true sight on Remnant talent again. This is now the second time I've seen him do it. The first time was against a
Dyer's
Ricky and a Mirana. At this time, it's pretty much just the Mirana that you would justify it for, but it always feels weird that I would think that with an Agon Scepter, which is on the way for him soon, that
he's
pretty much always want to go for the Resonant Pulse range,
Dyer's
but
top tower has fallen.
I'm starting to like the utility it gives more and more, because we're also seeing it used for dewarding. It just seems to have a lot of benefits. Glimmer Capes are becoming a super popular item.
Radiant's middle tower is
Two
under
behind.
attack.
He's got a lot of attack speed. Press the attack and that Solar Crest. It's 220 or something like that.
for attack speed.
I think so. They're going down bottom. Dream Cell. Nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's Haunt down.
Yeah, we'll see Boom at least pushing out top and mid lane, but they're probably going to lose both these bottom towers if Among Us want to just barrel their way down those lanes. But they seem to have other ideas. They're smoked up. They're going to show inYourdreaM here, so he may just get these towers while his teammates probably set up some aggressive vision here is the idea. You're going to get some wards down, trying to find some pickoffs. For killing the mid lane.
Has fallen.
Doesn't have any kind of Yulder set up for himself, just the cast range. Baker lines.
Yeah, it's a shame that really their only right clicker is Spectre besides Slaughter.
Scouted out by a ward, I believe, in Zephyr.
Are fortified.
Let's go down. There was a dire sentry in the mid lane that saw him.
Was he invis? I thought he was smoked.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, you're right, he was smoked.
Has fallen.
Popped it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get that one out.
Mid lane, they're going to take down that tower wall. The bottom tier 1 and tier 2 were both claimed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Objectives falling fast.
Sure, Boom had any answer to the Aegis troll pushing. They're just trying to fight away from the troll and 5-man lamp and Among Us. Find pickoffs and wait for this Aegis to expire.
Better option for sure. Likewise, if you're Among Us, force the fight if possible and building this momentum. Troll, top net worth right now, 3,000 ahead of the Ember, mirroring the net worth lead that they have as a whole.
Satanic level 20 soon.
He's looked kind of good in a way.
Like, he hasn't looked bad at least.
Right. Well,
it's very difficult for me to quantify what a bounty hunter is doing besides getting gold for the team oftentimes.
yeah. And but that's, I think, like that fight that they had before, I don't think you have this substantial of a lead if you don't get like those track kills on top of the normal like gold bounty stuff that you get.
Yeah, I just wish there was an easier way for me to see how they're abusing his vision capabilities, or even making the enemy's support have to commit so much gold to bounty sentries to plant around the map.
Yeah, you can't just use sentries to try and deward. You need to know if bounty sees you, you're going to lose fights, so you have to have sentries kind of wherever you go.
But usually I know it's a bad bounty game where I'm like, they have no stuns. They have no crowd control for team fights and stuff like that because this bounty hunter is running around on the outskirts.
Is under attack.
I do kind of feel like they still need to make this move, right? Like, as good as that last fight looked, if things, like if they don't sort of like take a tower again and like shut down the map, I don't think you should be content just trading farm.
I feel like Boom's about to get a whole lot scarier. Like this Slaughter's basically just had a Blink Dagger for this entire game and is about to suddenly go up to Blink plus Ag. Big power spike for him.
Tower is under attack.
Seeing a 3.3k gold. Whether it's an Axe, he may even be considering the BKB as well. I think that survivability the Axe gives is really nice. And Spectre's, starting to feel a lot scarier than earlier on in this game. But 20 seconds on Aegis, they could go for high ground, but they're going to basically they're going high ground with no Aegis is how you have to look at this if you're Among Us.
I like it though.
They're using crusty attack on the attack's good.
Yeah.
There's no blip, so
Let's talk about the Solar Crest too.
it's expiring though. Be careful if you're in your dream.
There it is. So they don't have any way to come and really contest him. That's a Rax.
Suppress the attack, staying right behind.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jump in afterwards. They're just gonna try and blow him up. Abe able to barely get away. Unbelievable. Now the Troll gonna be lifted up by the Yules. March on the outskirts. They haven't been able to focus him down yet. Everybody's still somewhat survivable, but they take down Cuckoo. And it looks like that's gonna be about the extent of it.
Can they catch up to inYourdreaM? Arrow going to be off the mark. Nice. From Abed to Trolls, nice and safe. Good play from Among Us. They give up a couple kills there, but they took the wreck, so not really a 1,500 gold exchange in Boom's favor with the Rax and the different tower going down, but looks like a hook shot in, yeah. Roll. I think he thought better of it.
I got him! Oh, wait.
That's not the hero you want to get.
He does have Paladin Sword now, too.
BKB pick up from Makoto, allowing him to play very aggressive in that fight.
Troll not picking up a BKB for himself, just going for this status resistance build.
This Legion pick's starting to look very potent when you're playing aggressive and sitting behind your cores. You can benefit from it, whether it's the Troll of getting the attack speed and having to save, or the Void Spirit, able to purge off the stun and allowing him to get the Dissimulate off.
Yeah, it's basically made it so that no one needs to build a Force Staff on Among Us to like deal with this Clockwork Cogs or to get out of root situations, root into arrow. It's just... he did build a Force Staff on top of it, but the press the attack is just providing enough.
He's playing that kind of defensive save role for the team.
He's an Oracle who gives attack speed.
It's interesting, yeah, because he's not really playing or expecting to ever rely on Jewel in a fight. If anything, using Jewel means he can't press the attack, so I don't think we're going to ever see him go for a Blink Dagger to initiate, because that's just not his job anymore.
KB used. Down to 8 seconds now. We'll take over that outpost right before we get in the 30-minute mark.
Both teams picking up a repair kit as well. I'm sure Boom would have liked that a few minutes earlier, but
just thinking that it's almost like a little bit too late for Boom. Still potentially useful, but down 1 Rex already.
You get this one too. They get both of these. They're making the run over with Slardar. Steal the other outpost, it looks like. Get there in time. I think that he will.
Yep.
Well done, FBZ.
Good move.
We got a couple of bounties apiece. A Shadow Blade on Lina. I think the talk has probably been this, this Legion's not going Blink, and he's not going to be Blink Duel initiating. That's his job, is to protect the cores, so putting a bit more onus on Zephyr to be an initiating force, and also just allows him to catch some of these split pushing heroes in side lanes theoretically. Be a setup with the Shadow Blade.
Dude, if I was Bounty, one of my teammates built a Shadow Blade, I would be pretty peeved right now. But I do think in this game,
I think ultimately, Bounty running around Invis, he's not setting up a kill. He doesn't have a stun setup, so it's like, it's better if Lina does that.
Right.
Lina's the new Bounty.
Not a threat.
Now, like, if you're Boom, you need to figure out a way to stop Among Us from getting Roche.
I agree.
It's really, like, in a way, it feels like they can set up the same way they were set up in the top lane. We're just like trolls inside the pit.
Yeah, and you can use the press the attack offensively, like to give him attack speed to Siege when he has Aegis.
Right.
That's why they were able to use it when he had 20 seconds on Aegis, which was enough to press the attack, take down the tier 3 tower racks, and then after the Aegis expired, they were holding on to the press the attack.
I don't know what you need to do exactly to stop this, but it feels like you really need to stop the momentum.
Smoking out. They're expecting. I mean, they don't know the Roche respawn timer. This is where teams will start feeding couriers to the Roche pit. But they are looking to fight while there's no Aegis to play.
That right there too, like using the Clockwork Flare to push out waves. They need to be really judicious with it going forward here. Trying to find where Radiant is, maybe set up for a kill. I don't even know who you go on necessarily though. There isn't really a good target besides like Zephyr.
I think the best target is Legion Commander, because that takes out, he's the save. Press the attack is what stops you going on anyone else. So if you go on Legion, there's no press the attack because he's chain stun, theoretically. So Cuckoo's definitely the best target, but he's also not going to be presenting himself, I think, that readily as a target to go on. A bit surprised this Mirana didn't go for a Yule Scepter still. I feel like there's so much value out of Yules this game, playing against Troll, bypassing status resistance.
Yeah, it's the BKB list Troll, so he just finished the Abyssal Blade, which is still a gigantic Troll. He has Satanic, Paladin Sword, and a double damage rune.
That is Roshan.
That's so
I believe.
No.
They're going to see it in a second with the courier.
Yep.
Both teams. Oh, Dire also have their courier there though, so they'll.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I believe they call it the link.
Radiant slices and dices this thing in like seconds though.
No buyback either on the Clockwork.
And it's a pretty big deal because the Rocket players, the way they get vision in the Roche pit, they are. I don't think they can do anything about this. The arrows. They're trying to go for the steal.
Makoto's got to do everything for this team. He jumped through, not able to get it, and he's caught. Duel going to fall. They take down Makoto.
I like that he went for it. I think he needed to. If you could find a way to slide a fist, steal Aegis, or did it with a Remnant, like, you're in a way better position to win this game, but unfortunately for him, the worst case scenario, he gets caught with the BKB piercing jewel.
And I think since he just finished the Ags, that's why he doesn't have the buyback either. So
it may just be game.
Repair kit time. For all your worth, keep it alive.
Kind of crazy that even a troll does this time.
Short staff inside, bringing him down very, very low. inYourdreaM, they couldn't get there with the press the attack.
Yeah, I think it was on cooldown because they used it offensively again, and
Now
who has
hook shot.
it now?
inYourdreaM, he's got to be careful. Force staff trying to keep him alive. Are they going to be able to chase them down here? But losing the Aegis like that, trying to turn it, trying to kill him off in time, and FBZ, good crutch. They will kill Spectre. He has buyback. inYourdreaM just rolling in on him though and takes down another kill. FBZ going to die. They just keep on running forward. Kescute's going to get caught.
Spectre's really trying to hold this buyback. Let's make sure if you use it, you get multiple big kills. Ideally, you just don't use it at all. With Ember respawning, they may be able to hold on to the Spectre's buyback.
Easy chase down, just trying to get whatever they can. Hookshot back up in 4. They still have vision on him with the track. And they're going to buy back on the bounty hunter, actually. Makoto jumping in, finding him. The turnaround with the press the attack. Can they bring anybody else down? They're just starting to fall very low. And one kill, chase down, trying to get Cuckoo. Yule Scepter lift up. inYourdreaM still living. But the Spectre is haunted in at the moment. They take down one, and Ember's just killing the backlines.
Everyone's buying back here. Mark trying to get away, and Makoto should be careful.
Chase down is jumping for Kescute to save a life. Barely able to escape from that one. Abed, very, very low. Jump in, Jewel. They found him. Called it to the side.
Marana, who will get chain stunned in.
Oh my goodness.
No buyback on Spectre.
This freaking troll with battle trance, paladin sword, satanic, abyssal. He just takes no damage unless if it's coming from the Ember Spirit. And the Ember Spirit has to worry about the backlines.
Dire's middle barracks.
Buyback status right now. They don't have it for the Slardar or the Marana. The Clockwork still does, but you got to imagine at this point, it's feeling like an impossibility.
They're not going to go for the tier 4s and throw, and they want the mega creeps, feeling like it's the safer option, and will pretty much guarantee them this game if they get megas.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Very disciplined play coming from Among Us. They look to close out this game number 1. And one away from a
Dire's bottom barracks
grand finals birdie.
now have mega.
Very impressive stuff. I feel like they had a really clear understanding of how to make their draft work. Cuckoo especially, he gets my Monster MVP vote this game.
Sure.
I think it felt like, I was agreeing with you, Gab. I'm like, yeah, you should probably just go for a Blink Dagger so they have some catch because they don't have the best initiation, but the way he's played it has proven to be way more effective than what we thought made sense.
Yeah.
His positioning and sitting behind his force, keeping them all alive.
Eerie for the next level play. Troll dies without buyback, and then they just lose the game.
This is SCA. It is not out of the realm of possibility.
It's Dota. It's just, that's what happens. They're all playing together. Very disciplined play. Just wants extra vision.
Yeah, what's he putting the sentry there for? You got the...
I know, right?
He doesn't know Aether Remnants, given detection.
Why would you do this to me? Why would you hit me with the player? But yeah, right now.
This clock go for the detection on Rocket Flare.
When you're trapped in your base like this, probably not.
Goodbye, hide. He will go down, and now the Ember also going to get silenced.
Yeah, it has BKB, but doesn't use it. That's a very early hold. They want to fight this.
Okay, jump in, crush, Scepter.
Oh,
nice play. Trying to walk away. No Scepter afterwards will eventually go down, but that's it. GG. Makoto calls it, and Among Us going to win game number 1.
Yeah, I'm sharing the same sentiment as you guys. They had a very clear idea on how to make their draft operate, because there are a lot of ways that could go wrong. Those